Hello again, welcome to Whisky Without the Guff, episode 6. My name's Cameron MacDonald, and tonight I think it's going to be a real treat, at least for me. This could be titled Thrown In at the Deep End. We're going to take Judy and Larry, who you'll remember have only drank scotch once in their life, and this will actually triple the amount of scotch they've tasted in their lives. This is no ordinary sort of scotch. I'm going to try a wee experiment. We're going to Islay, to the Ardbeg distillery. And Ardbeg, any Islay whisky really is a fairly serious, they're known that way. They're very peaty, very smoky, by and large, not all of them. But you'll recall the last time we tried the Ardbeg 10, Ardbeg 5, the Wee Beastie, and the Corrie Vracken, and they were all very good. Tonight we're adding to that an O. This is named after a cliff in Islay, and black with 3 A's, so black. And then this guy, now I don't know if you can read that from there, but this is Ugadal. It's one of those Scottish mystery words. I mean, they put these Gaelic things on bottles so that people can mispronounce them. Anyway, the way you pronounce this is Ugadal. Ugadal. And Ugadal is the loch that the whiskey comes from, the water comes from, not the whiskey. And just to let you know the clinical aspects of these whiskies, so Ardbeg 10 is 46%. The Wee Beastie is 47.4 alcohol by volume, and O is 46.6, black is 46, Corrie Vracken is 57.1, and Ugadal is 54.2. Now, of all of these things, the only two whiskies here that have an age statement are the Ardbeg 10 and the Wee Beastie at 5. The rest of them have no age statement. And some of these are incredible. If you look at the advertising they have on the bottles, for instance, on Ardbeg 10 it says, sea spray, tarry rope, immensely smoky. Now, what kind of way is that to advertise your product? I mean, it says that right on the front of the bottle. I'm not making this up. If you go to Ugadal, it says treacle, bacon and bonfires. So, I mean, these guys, I think they drink a lot of their product actually before they do namings or something. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw Judy and Larry in at the deep end. I'm going to move all these bottles out of the way, and we'll see how it goes. You'll remember Judy and Larry arose between two thorns, and we're doing an experiment here that's quite radical, because these I view as America's latest converts to whiskey, devoted whiskey drinkers. So we're going to review 6 Ardbeg whiskies, and these guys have only had 3 whiskies in their life, and that was the Glendronach experience. So we're going to start here and we're going to rate whether they're good, very good, excellent, okay. And we're also going to rate which is everybody's preference.
We can start anywhere?
Anywhere, except your whiskies. Your whiskies are these ones.
Here. And then
by the way,
have one of these?
And one of those red ones. So that one can be yours.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers. Cheers. Have a sniff first.
Yes, I'm going to start.
Lovely smell. Which one are you trying? Ugadal.
This one, and it smells very, very nice.
Are we supposed to
but
finish each
a
glass?
little bit
I finished that one
sharp.
Well, then you can't go back to it.
It's okay.
Well, I'm going back to it.
Because you might want to go back and recalibrate. Wee Beastie, lots sweeter than the black. And oh, not sensing much there. Ugadal.
Wee Beastie.
Ugadal you got to wait for. Corrie Vracken. Oh my God, that's great.
This is nice.
and the Ardbeg 10. Oh, before you try the ones on these red coasters, let me know, because there's something I want to show you. Try this black now. I think I'm sufficiently. Lovely smell. Some of these whiskies I could just sit and smell them all night. Just so we don't forget this. Let's go with these 10s. Go to the 10, Judy.
This one?
You too, Larry. Try breaking into the
Oh,
10,
the
the
10.
red one.
Not
So
the red
what I
one,
want
okay,
you to
no,
notice
no.
with this is, I think this is the most noticeable whiskey
Oh,
I've ever found. Before you taste it though,
This one?
it's aftertaste. Regardless of what you think of this taste, watch this. When you swallow, you can count, and I swear it'll be about 10 seconds. I mean, it's not like boom,
well,
you
that's
know,
what's the one you were
and you'll
talking
feel it
about
in your
the other
chest,
night, and
and
then
it's
feeling
an
it.
amazing
I can
sensation.
feel all
Yeah,
those
you
in my
mentioned
chest
that
right
the other
now.
night.
Well,
I feel them.
wait till you try this one. So
So this is the 10 here.
that's the 10.
It's different too.
It's nice.
Okay, on that one.
Corey Fracken.
I've got a wee beastie to do.
Wee
There.
beastie, no. You didn't start at the end and work your way
No.
across?
Now this is different because it's hardly got a smell.
Yeah, the Wee Beastie is his latest thing. That's only a 5-year-old.
That's all?
Yeah.
5 years
And
old.
when we tasted it, Stu and Stephen, I tasted it when it was new. We'd never tasted it before, and we all expected it to be really rough, and it's not rough at all. It's a really nice,
No, it was nice.
wee dram.
Kind of.
I hope this isn't too boring for people. I don't know if people are actually speaking or if there's a lot of dead air.
Oh. It's not boring for us.
That's
This
very
is very interesting smell.
good. That's a very good one. They all smell delightful.
They do.
So what's your favourite?
Yeah.
So you might say
So hard.
Ugadal,
Yeah.
and then the 10,
Yes.
and then the black.
Yes.
And Judy, you would go. You would go
I
Corey
like it.
Fracken, Ugadal, black, or
Yes. Yes.
okay.
But very good, smooth. Yes, I would do that. But it's really difficult
It is difficult.
because
Yeah,
also
it takes,
you have to
takes
like,
years of practice. Judy. You got to work at this. I mean, it's not. Some people trivialise
I'm
it,
living
but
in April.
drinking. This is serious drinking. This isn't casual
It's not
drinking.
kid
This
stuff.
this is professional,
Right.
tactical drinking.
All right. No, that you are
lovely.
so gracious to do this for us, and
Oh my gracious
and
God.
it's you are,
Gracious.
and it's making us really realize what Scotch is all about, and that we will really try it.
You
and
should go to Scotland.
We will.
yes,
We've been there. But
Episode 4.
when we were there, we didn't drink scotch.
no,
Ah.
but we didn't spend any time there, and
No.
that was my father's heritage, my biological father and my adopted father. So, but we'd have to go with you guys so you could teach us.
Teach
No
us the
problem.
ropes.
Well,
Yes.
teach is too strong a word. We could certainly facilitate. See, one of the things that you don't get here so much is, well, you don't get pubs. You get bars with TVs everywhere.
Yes.
Well, you get pubs here, but they're not really pubs. They're called pubs.
Kind of imitation pubs.
Right.
But what you don't get are whiskey pubs. Even in
Oh,
Scotland,
right, yes.
not all pubs are like whiskey,
Okay.
regarded as whiskey
Okay.
pubs. But if you go into a whiskey pub, there'll be 300, 400, 500 single malts
I
back
didn't
there.
think there were that many made.
Oh, aye. And you don't have to, well, there's how many distilleries? I would guess at least 100. And each of them have a number of products.
Right.
Like this isn't all of the Ardbeg range. We missed Drum. I like Drum. The one time I tasted it, I really liked it. And they don't have Supernova. See, here, it's difficult to buy Scotch unless you have it shipped in. if you're buying just regular Scotch, no problem at all. The pubs all have that.
Sure.
The bars all have that. But and then same in Scotland. If we were in Glasgow and in a normal pub, there'd be probably a little more single malt Scotch behind the bar than you get in the average bar
Right.
here.
Right.
But you go into a whiskey pub, it's totally different. You've got like if you went to anyone, you could have a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 15, an 18, a 20, a 25,
Of
a 30.
whiskey.
Yeah, of the same.
Rye whiskey.
The same.
No.
Scotch.
Scotch.
Just
Single malt
Scotch?
Scotch.
Oh,
That's what you're talking
okay.
No,
about. But do they have
that's
those
one
in,
thing. That's one
When
thing
you
we'll
say
have
whiskey, I think of rye.
do
No,
they have those
Scotch.
in,
Oh, you have to
in
say Scotch.
Glasgow as well as the small towns, or?
to. Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
so they have the.
yeah.
That-
But we'll
that
have
kind
to
of pubs in Glasgow.
take
Okay.
Judy's mouth up before we go into the pub if she starts going on about rye and.
Who
bourbon
starts
and
asking for bourbon or
Sure,
whatever.
you'll just get.
They'll kick her out the door.
No, they'll stab us first.
Stab her first.
So
I
anyway,
almost brought some bourbon to see what the difference
Judy
was.
said, should I bring some bourbon for
No.
Camp to taste? You wouldn't drink that garbage.
I
no,
get
it's,
to
I'm
drink
not saying
this.
it's garbage, but
No.
if you've got as many
That's
beautiful
what's so
scotches as we have in Scotland, you know, there's enough to be going on with.
See, I put smell excellent for the 10, which I'm smelling now, and still feel the same way. WWTG.
Stu says that the Ardbeg 10 doesn't so much get you on the throat as reach up and grab you by the throat and shake you around a bit.
Okay.
You know what? It's all really, it leaves you with a really nice feeling. All of it.
Warm and fuzzy, right?
I swore in the last episode I wasn't going to mention the fact that people can tell a difference, but you clearly can. These
Well, you-
aren't the
There's
same.
definitely a difference from
Yeah.
one to the other.
Absolutely.
That was interesting.
Thank
That's
you
good.
so much.
Do you want
Can
a
I
glass
get-
of your favourite now?
No, thank you.
I'll have a little bit.
Which
And
one's
I'm-
on
Collie
we're
Dragon?
You
drinking,
didn't
we're
finish
drinking
that
all
one.
your scotch. Okay,
Wow.
we're
Could
Could I
gonna
have
have
the
to
Collie
buy
Dragon?
60 bottles of scotch
Right.
and bring them to our house, and then you'll come.
Let me see if I heard you. You're suggesting I bring 60 bottles of
Mm.
scotch to
Judy
you?
says she wants to buy 60.
I would buy 60 bottles and bring them, and
Oh
you can
Jesus,
do
that
a
might.
taste test.
No, we might never leave. I mean, I know Aileen.
Right.
You'd have to get Aileen out of there with a crowbar if it was.
Aileen told me that she had a bit of scotch after we left the other night.
Yep, she likes your the stuff you brought.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Good
good. Thank you. Oh my God.
You gonna drink all that? Not from me, Cam. Thanks.
There's-
That's normally what you. Well, it's not much of a pour.
There's
actually.
my thing, so you can put
Thank you.
this in your history book.
Here's mine.
Fantastic. Just leave it there. I
Okay.
will. Whip it up.
Okay.
I know who's the shoes. So that was very nice, wasn't it?
That was
Yes,
lovely.
it was nice.
And thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having
Don't
us.
thank us.
So this is amazing. This is people who have
Never.
never had scotch
even-
up until a week or
That's
week
right.
and a
I'll
half
tell
ago.
you something.
Right.
In all my life, and I'm like 65, I have
Right.
never
Fat chance.
thought of ever drinking scotch. But I definitely am going to start drinking
Well, you
scotch.
want to drink 60 bottles of it, you said. Or you want to order 60 bottles. That would be. Yeah.
No.
We'll all come over there.
Oh,
Anyway,
this is. I love the smell of this. This is what you
Corey's
gave me.
reckon. Well, that was interesting, but before we go too far with this, you've heard me say that I don't think people should taste just a single bottle of whiskey, which is what you get in most of the websites. Neither should you try 6. 4 is probably about ideal. When you get to 6, you kind of lose the plot a little bit, or you can do. From an overall rating point of view, I rated Corey Vrecken best, then Ugadal, then the 10, then Black, then the Wee Beastie, the 5-year-old, and finally an O. Of all of these whiskies, I'd have to say the NO was a disappointment. The NO, it has a decent smell if you work for it, if you smell deeply, breathe deeply and wait. From a taste point of view, it's quite ordinary. I have no idea what they were trying to do with NO, and it's quite a disappointment because Ardbeg whiskies are really great things. If you go up to the Wee Beastie, that's a spectacular drink. Here they succeeded wildly, and the rest of them are varying degrees are really good. In terms of overall rating, I would rate the Corryvreckan excellent. I would rate Ugadal very good, bordering on excellent. The 10 very good. Then you go to the black. The black's a bit of a disappointment as well. I would rate the black. I said it's a good whiskey. I would rate the Wee Beastie as good as well. It's strange though, if you look at this, so you have Larry and Judy who don't drink whiskey. They probably drink more whiskey, in fact they did, in this tasting than they've ever drank in their life. And strangely enough, Judy liked the Corryvreckan best and Ugadal second. Larry, I think Ugadal first, Corryvreckan second, but that's astounding to me. If you ever wanted proof that people can taste the difference, look no further than this. When you add money into the equation, things get quite a bit clearer. As of right now, Corryvreckan sells for $82 a bottle. Ugadal $96. So they're both pricey. The 10, which is Ardbeg's mainstream, stock whiskey, is at $60. So that's really a hell of a buy. The 10. The black is $125. Not worth it in my opinion. And the Wee Beastie $45. Great buy, great wee dram. So if I was buying Ardbeg, I'd buy the Wee Beastie if you were just looking for a nice dram. If you've got more money, the Corryvreckan's the way to go. If you want the throat ripper, the mainstream, go with the 10. In summary then, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you learned something. Please give us a like and a subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments on this, because this was quite a leap. I mean, I took quite a chance here, taking two people who they're unaccustomed to whiskey, and suddenly, here I am getting them half a dozen. So I thought this might be a bit of a farce, but there was some really good lessons here. From a homework point of view, I would really go out there and try the Wee Beastie, Ugadal, Corryvreckan. If you want to see what we're talking about, get a shot of NO and just try it. And I'm not trying to influence you, but to me, NO, you got to work at even getting the nose for it, and then when you taste it, it's okay. It's not bad, but it's got no character. You move to a Corryvreckan or something, and it's just a profound transition. So that's it for this session. Next time we're going to be doing Glengoyne. Glengoyne is a distillery closer to Glasgow, up around Loch Lomond way. If you're ever going to do the West Highland Way, which is a trek in Scotland, it's the first distillery you come to. It's quite a scenic thing. But anyway, that's what we'll be doing next. So meantime, thank you very much indeed.